Buenos dias. You see the thumbnail. What does active mean? For me, active means being a father, means being a good husband, means paying my bills, means life, dude. Being a good supervisor at work. Active means life. I see that a lot on here, dude. Like actives. Bro, I think if you're on the internet and you're active, it's a mistake. I don't think there's any actives on the internet. I don't know what an active would talk about on the internet. The internet, I don't think is a place for active people. Um, and by active, I mean, well, fuck. You guys know what I mean, right? So I think the audience, I've always said, well, that's why I use Good Standings Shield. It's a 20, not only that, not is a, it's like a force field against trolls and shit like that and PCs, but it's the best way I could describe it too. I like the word solid. You know what I mean? Um, that just means that kind of aged out. It means you're not active, but you're just in good standings, man. It's like nothing personal, dude. And um, I think that's been forgotten about recently, right? Maybe it's hard to do content. Um, well, because of the rules, right? Because of the unwritten rules and the yada yada yada, right? So I'm trying to have this layered conversation because active. I've said it over and over again. You know what I mean? But it is a good conversation to have. But I think being active is a question for self, right? I think that you, the viewer, or anybody that does content, or anybody thinking about doing content, I think that's a question you gotta ask. One's gotta ask themselves. Like I knew when I came on here, I knew, dude, come on. I stopped trying to game bang in '05. It was pretty much it for me. For that became, my life got better. That's all I can say, right? And now it's just about I'm a family man, so I'm active at home. You know, I'm active with my kids. I do homework. I do chores with my wife on the weekends. You know what I mean? I pay bills. You know what I mean? Active to me is not really a thing. It's not even a mind state anymore. Yes, I reminisce on the past. Yeah, I remember those days. But at the same time, I'm thankful that I survived, and a lot of you guys probably had it worse. Um, so why would we want to go back to that if we've kind of aged out? That's another thing. I think a lot of homies in the southern region get to an age where it's stupid, and everybody around them knows it, and even their own homies their age know it. It gets to a certain point where like, oh fuck, that's about it, and it just happens organically, naturally. The internet kind of fucks shit up, man. You know what I mean? Internet is not a place, especially in this little bubble. Certain pockets isn't a place for integrity and honesty. You know what I mean? It's crash out shit, bro. You know, I see it a lot through the chat. And I know it annoys people about my good standings because people, or just the way I play with it, dude. I use it for the internet, man. I use it against like other content people and other, I don't want to call them trolls, other people that leave comments. And I know that annoys them, but it's just a weapon to use against, people who, hive-minded people who think a certain way, right? And it's embarrassing to be a PC. I mean, look at what some of them go through, right? And I know there's a lot of, I know the bubble's bigger, dude, and I know there's a lot of good people, and a lot of good people in the comment section, and a lot of you guys just laugh at this shit, and so you should, man. In reality, dude, um, I kind of do it to have fun. It's challenging for me. I was insecure. Some of you guys make fun of me. And so for me, that's why I've always said it's power for me. You know what I mean? Like, and then it's like, I almost feel that I could turn everything that, certain people would say in the comment section or clips or anything like that and just use it for strength, for self, because we all grow up a certain way, and I just grew up stronger in that way. You know what I mean? It's a good quality to have, you know, because I think I've been embarrassed in my life, like being an addict, alcoholic, DUIs, that whole struggle. That's fucking embarrassing. That's the thing that really getting sober, you learn a lot of tools that build strength and shit like that, right? And so then I've come on here and I've been myself and been weird and done all kinds of fucking kooky shit that makes a lot of people like this fucking guy or whatever, you know what I mean? And I let certain things play out. Like I give people that don't like me ammo to use against me, so I can learn from it. You know what I mean? And get stronger. So I know I just went with it. You know what I mean? Because like I think we should. So I know I went topical, but I would say this: that active stuff, bro. I think people that fuck with me and think I'm funny, people that fuck with me, right? My subscribers, like you guys know who. The active thing, you know, it's not something I'm into anymore because it doesn't. I don't relate to it. You know, I'm not out there game banging, bro. But when I did in the 2000s, I was the type of dude that would go to my former enemies, and even if they weren't there, I'd cross them out and let them know I was there and put my name and stuff like that. And 2 days in a row, 3 days in a row, blah, 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 blah. You know, see, even that becomes so warrior-ish. That becomes disrespectful in a way, I feel. And again, imagine if I was from a historical neighborhood, you know? So think about it. Like, you can't really be on here and be active and talk to shit. But these are conversations that are like are at some point pointless to have. Which is why, you know what I mean, I'm do some different stuff and shit like that. But, you know, trust me, I'm gonna get my troll on. Because did you see fucking see how I just fucked up Dubs? Just see the video he did, which was directed at Slugs, but I'm the one who clipped Slugs. I'm out here trolling PCs from afar. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm on, guys. You know what I mean? So, man, I might have to put this in the beginning. I might have to. I don't know. What do you guys think? Well, whatever. You guys aren't there. So, see what I mean, guys? So, if you fuck with me, know that I'm not an active gang member, okay? I'm somebody who went to prison, 5 years only, was somewhat active, and I just lived my life and I troll PCs on the internet. If you can fuck with that, then you can fuck with me, you know? So, if you watched the last video, you guys kind of know what I'm on, but I kind of wanted to do this whole active thing, conversation. I think I've said it multiple times, probably in videos, in lives, or comment sections, you know. There's a lot of dudes out there, bro, that were gang affiliated that just aged out. Their homies didn't hold them. Nobody got mad. Nothing was mandatory. Like, we know this, right? Now, maybe the Southerners might not be saying it like that, but we know this is true, bro. I don't think I'm saying anything new. I'm not breaking any G code. Fools age out, bro, and stop fucking around. They become family men. They become grandfathers. Come on now, let's give it a buck. So, you know, hopefully you guys like this one, man. More reserved, chill type shit. You know what I mean? All right, man. You guys have a good one.